Hey everyone, it's MK, Ellen, and we are going to go ahead and officially get started. For this week, we wanted to do something a little bit different. And Melissa was like, Ellen, do you have any ideas? Do you want something for you? I'm like, well, yeah, I got ideas. As we mentioned a little bit earlier, but in case you missed our quick little live, this fabric that is behind me, this is a Dresden wide back that we have. And it's one of those fabrics that has been staring at me for quite a while of like, it needs something. It needs something to do. And it's Dresden, so why don't we do something fun with it? And I had this idea last week of this would be an awesome fabric to use to test out battings. So that's what we're going to talk about today is looking at what different battings can do for your quilting and specifically custom quilting, but what batting can do for your quilting. Show you my pile of battings.
If I could just interject, there is a 2022 replay in Q&A where we hosted Stephanie from Hobbs. And she did a really nice job. Of course, she is a representative of Hobbs, but she gave a lot of really good information about batting in general. So I am including the link to that replay if you wanted to go and take a listen. And then the other thing I was mentioning here is just about Quilter's Dream. I have used Quilter's Dream for a very long time in my career here at MK Quilts. They're very easy to work with. I can order anything I need at any time. We can do mixed cases, we can do drop ship. They're just really, really easy to work with. So, primarily why we use mostly Quilter's Dream products here at MK Quilts.
So I thought it would be perfect with these Dresdens is to do same quilting on all of them, but with different battings so you can really see the difference in the loft and what it does. So first thing you can kind of note if you kind of look real close is I actually have little notes on mine to remember what one I did where. Thought that was very clever of me. This one up here is my warm and natural 80/20. Nice and flat, it's quilted. As I come down, this one over here on the right is going to be just the Quilter's Dream cotton. This one on the left is the Quilter's Dream wool. Brief something. I looked up circles, and then from that, this Reef didn't pull everything. So I looked up like designs that would fit in a circle block. And then this one had a circle in the center. So I sized it. I think this was actually a Dresden specifically. But notice on this one, I didn't ditch the outside. And see even just this definition as it goes over here, where this one is ditched, of what that does. So I would actually go back and still ditch this because I feel like this is too loose, where this is giving you a really nice clean edge.
This is something I think everyone should really try on. Just infant can just be regular fabric that you all quilt the same design over and over, just to really see the difference. And this was the Pro Stitcher one. Again, really flattening it off. I used mark and record to get the little edges. So this was the back. We love a good quilt back, right? And then with these, if this was like a real quilt, I would be going in all of this white negative space and quilting inside of it. And I've got a quilt I'm going to show you. That is my finale quilt.
Okay, so I wanted to show and tell. This is a very special quilt I've had for quilt top 6 or so years that my husband found in an antique store in Ohio for me. And so giant hexies. I guess you could maybe call it flower there, Ellen. But giant, all of course hand pieced. Based on the fabric color, I believe this was made in the 40s, this pink and green combination. This is Carly Porter's Sitara Hexagon collection. And it's vintage. I wanted to look still really soft and crinkly and old. So I was looking at, detailed and dense and then light. Simple dense and then again, very, very light to kind of help hold that texture. So you can kind of see a little bit of the texture of the back.
All right. Well, that was really, really good information. Hey, everyone, it's MK. Hey, you've been watching just some snippets from our D&D from the D from yesterday. So that's discussions and demos from the den. So I'm MK, owner of MK Quilts. The majority of the presentation from yesterday was done by Ellen. Ellen is my chief creative officer, studio manager here at MK Quilts. Here we are pictured together. We call ourselves a dynamic duo. And discussion and demos from the den is sort of a new course that we've been offering on MK Quilts University. It's become wildly popular. And so I just wanted to drop a little bit of content here on YouTube for you so that you could get a taste of what it is that we do. We shoot for Wednesday afternoons. We pick different topics, and then we basically go live with our university members. That is members from my training platform called MK Quilts University. I'm dropping all of the links for you here so that you can check out additional content that I have there, and so that hopefully you can join us next week. So Wednesday, September the 4th, we will be having our next D&D from the D. It's going to be 2 p.m. Eastern, and you're looking on the screen at a picture of a quilt that we're going to be focusing on next week. Beautiful Quilt of Valor style quilt, and I'm going to be doing the presentation next week on how I quilted this. Ellen is more of a free motion quilter. So all the details you got from her from this last week, that was her love for free motion, custom quilting, and the like. I am a pro stitcher specialist, so that is what I will be sharing with you next week. How I laid this out, the designs that I chose, why I chose them, how I fit them all together in what I call layout and rendering, and then the quilt is finished. So if you want to see that, you're going to have to join us next week so that I can show you the finished product. So come and join us. D&D from the D, that's an offering of MK Quilts University. Just go through all of the links that I'm providing, and we hope to see you next time right here from the den at MK Quilts. It's MK. Bye-bye.